Hello everyone, Gordon Ramsay here. Now listen up you lot, because today we're about to embark on a culinary journey across the pond. That's right, we're diving into some incredible English treats that you sadly can't find in the US. You might think you know your sweets and savories, but trust me, these British delights are in a league of their own. Stay tuned to find out what makes these treats so special and how you can try making them at home. You might even impress yourself, you donkey. First up, we've got Jaffa cakes. Now, these little devils have caused quite a stir over the years. Are they biscuits or are they cakes? Frankly, I don't give a damn what you call them, as long as they taste bloody good. Picture this, a light, spongy base topped with a tangy orange jelly, all coated in a layer of rich, dark chocolate. They're the perfect combination of sweet and tart, and they practically melt in your mouth. Making them at home is a piece of cake. Even you lot can manage this one. A bit of flour, sugar, eggs and some orange marmalade and you're halfway there. The trickiest part is getting that chocolate coating nice and even, but a bit of practice and you'll be a Jaffa cake pro in no time. So why can't you find these beauties in the US? Well, some say it's because of the ingredients. Others say it's just because the Yanks don't know a good thing when they see it. Whatever the reason, it's their loss. Next up, we've got a real British classic spotted dick. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, it's not what it sounds like. This dessert has a name that might raise a few eyebrows, but trust me, it's a delightful treat that has stood the test of time. Now, before you go getting your knickers in a twist, it's not what you think. The name might be a bit off-putting at first, but once you get past that, you'll find a dessert that's rich in history and flavor. It's one of those dishes that, once you try it, you'll wonder why you ever hesitated. This steamed suet pudding is a heartwarming taste of British history, and it's bloody delicious. Dating back to the 19th century, spotted dick has been a staple in British households for generations. It's the kind of dessert that brings families together, evoking memories of cozy kitchens and Sunday dinners. The spots in spotted dick are actually currants or raisins, and the dick, well, no one's quite sure where that came from. Some say it might be derived from the word dough, while others think it could be a corruption of the word pudding. Whatever the origin, the name has stuck, and so has the dessert's popularity. But trust me, this pudding is a proper treat. It's one of those desserts that, once you take a bite, you can't help but smile. The combination of the rich, buttery suet and the sweet, chewy dried fruit is simply irresistible. The suet gives it a rich, melt-in-your-mouth texture, and the dried fruit adds a lovely sweetness and chewiness. It's a dessert that has layers of flavor and texture, making each bite a delightful experience. The suet, which is a type of hard fat found around the kidneys of cows and sheep, might sound unusual, but it gives the pudding a unique richness that you won't find in other desserts. Making it is a bit more involved than your average cake, but it's well worth the effort. The process of steaming the pudding ensures that it stays moist and tender, and the slow cooking allows the flavors to melt together beautifully. It's a labor of love, but the end result is a dessert that's truly special. You'll need to grate some suet, yes, really, mix it with flour, sugar and spices, then fold in the dried fruit. The spices, usually a mix of cinnamon, nutmeg and allspice, add a warm aromatic note that complements the sweetness of the fruit. Once everything is mixed together, you'll have a dough that's ready to be steamed. Wrap it all up in a pudding cloth, steam it for a couple of hours, and voila! The steaming process might seem a bit daunting if you've never done it before, but it's actually quite simple. Just make sure the pudding is wrapped tightly in the cloth to prevent any water from getting in, and keep an eye on the water level in the pot to ensure it doesn't boil dry. A proper spotted dick, ready to be devoured. Serve it with a generous drizzle of custard or a dollop of clotted cream, and you've got a dessert that's fit for a king. The creamy custard adds an extra layer of richness, while the clotted cream provides a cool, velvety contrast to the warm pudding. So why isn't it readily available in the US? Maybe they can't handle the name, or maybe they're just missing out on a truly comforting dessert. It's a shame, really, because spotted dick is the kind of dessert that can bring a bit of British charm to any table. Perhaps it's time for a spotted dick revival in the States. Whatever the reason, more spotted dick for us.
So next time you're in the mood for something a bit different, why not give Spotted Dick a try? It's a dessert that's sure to surprise and delight, and who knows, it might just become a new favourite in your household. So don't let the name put you off. Give Spotted Dick a chance, and you won't be disappointed.
Now let's move on to something savoury, shall we? Pork pies, a true British staple, are a world away from those sickly sweet American pies. These little beauties are packed with flavour and perfect for a quick lunch or a hearty snack. Imagine this: a hot watercrust pastry, golden and crisp, encasing a filling of seasoned pork, rich jelly, and sometimes even a layer of delicious black pudding. It's a symphony of textures and flavours, a real treat for your taste buds. Making a proper pork pie is an art form, but don't let that intimidate you. You'll need to make a hot watercrust pastry, which involves boiling water and lard together before mixing it with flour. Then you'll need to prepare the filling, which requires slow cooking the pork with onions, herbs and spices. Once the pie is assembled, it's baked until golden brown and the jelly is set. Why aren't these readily available in the US? Perhaps they're intimidated by the thought of making a proper pastry. Or maybe they're just missing out on a true taste of British tradition. Now let's talk about Battenberg cake, a real showstopper that's as delicious as it is beautiful. This iconic cake is made with alternating squares of pink and yellow sponge cake, sandwiched together with apricot jam and wrapped in a layer of marzipan. The contrasting colours and geometric pattern make it a feast for the eyes, and the flavours are just as delightful. The sponge is light and airy, the apricot jam adds a touch of sweetness and acidity, and the marzipan provides a lovely almondy finish. Making a Battenberg cake takes a bit of precision, but it's definitely achievable at home. You'll need to divide your cake batter into 2 bowls, colour one pink and leave the other yellow. Then you'll need to bake the cakes separately before carefully assembling them with jam and wrapping them in marzipan. So why don't they have this beauty in the US? Maybe they can't handle the precision required to create such a masterpiece. Or maybe they're just missing out on a delightful taste of British history. Finally, let's talk about Maltesers, those little balls of chocolatey, malty goodness that are simply irresistible. Now, you might think you've had something similar in the US, but trust me, these are different. Maltesers are made with a light, airy malt honeycomb center that's coated in a thin layer of milk chocolate. The honeycomb center is what makes them so special. It's crispy, crunchy, and melts in your mouth, leaving you with a delicious malty aftertaste. Making Maltesers at home is a bit tricky, but not impossible. You'll need to create a honeycomb mixture with sugar, golden syrup, and baking soda. Then let it cool and break it into small pieces. Then you'll need to melt chocolate and carefully coat each honeycomb piece. So why can't you find these little balls of joy in the US? Maybe they haven't discovered the magic of malt honeycomb yet. Or maybe they're just missing out on one of Britain's best-kept secrets. So there you have it, 5 incredible British treats that you sadly can't find in the US. From the tangy delight of Jaffa cakes to the comforting warmth of Spotted Dick, these treats are a testament to Britain's rich culinary heritage. If you enjoyed learning about these treats, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below with which treat you'd love to try. And for those of you feeling adventurous, why not try making one of these treats at home? You might just surprise yourself with your culinary skills. Share this video with your friends and follow us for more delicious content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.